Welcome to this special feature from the Rose and Scroll Fine Gun Journal. We're sharing this piece free for all readers as a small glimpse into the kind of stories and craftsmanship we celebrate every week. If you'd like to unlock the full archive, including exclusive essays, photo galleries, and videos, become a Rose and Scroll member today. You can also read Rose and Scroll features on the Kindle app, beautifully formatted and available anytime, anywhere. Just search Rose and Scroll on Amazon or your Kindle device. Thanks for being here. Let's dive in. Holland Holland's Royal Deluxe 577 Nitro Express, the King's Thunder. Some guns are built to hunt, others are built to reign. In the world of fine sporting arms, few names carry the legacy of Holland Holland. Fewer still represent the sheer authority, artistic ambition, and mechanical consequence of a Royal Deluxe double rifle chambered in .577 Nitro Express. The rifle presented here is not only a modern expression of that tradition, but a singular work of art. In as-new condition and housed in its maker's case, this Royal Deluxe is equal parts weapon and heirloom, crafted to perform, styled to endure, and destined to awe. The Holland Holland Royal line debuted in the 1880s and quickly set the benchmark for what a London best should be. Its patented side-lock ejector was praised for strength, simplicity, and safety, a formula that would serve sportsmen across generations. But when the Royal becomes Royal Deluxe, the bar is raised to another level. Exhibition-grade wood, deep relief engraving, precious metal accents, and above all, a visual and mechanical harmony that only a handful of makers in the world can achieve. Patrons of this level include kings, presidents, and professional hunters alike. Theodore Roosevelt carried a Holland Holland sidelock on safari in 1909. Maharajas of India commissioned entire battery sets. Today, this rifle continues that lineage with pride. One could easily imagine it beside the tiger guns of the Maharaja of Cooch Behar, or packed among the elephant rifles carried into the bush by professional hunter James Sutherland. Born in the black powder to cordite transition, the .577 NE was designed for the most serious business in the hunting world, stopping elephants, buffalo, and rhino at short range. Its 750-grain bullet generates over 7,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Ivory hunters like Sutherland swore by it. John Pondoro Taylor called it a magnificent killer. The .577 is not a generalist's cartridge. It's the specialist's choice when everything else has failed, and the stakes allow for no second chance. It delivers not just recoil, but consequence. It moves the earth behind your shoulder and leaves a tremor in your spine. It demands poise, and it rewards resolve. And it demands a rifle equal to its intensity, not only in strength, but in balance, fit, and regulation. This Royal Deluxe was built by Holland Holland as a side-by-side double rifle, chambered in the formidable .577 Nitro Express. It wears 24-inch barrels regulated for convergence using express sights, with a quarter rib fitted with a 3-leaf setup and a flip-up night sight. The double triggers are paired with a beavertail forearm and a pistol grip stock capped with an engraved trapdoor grip cap. Weighing in at 11 pounds 12 ounces and featuring a 14.5-inch length of pull, the rifle is balanced to tame recoil without compromising control. Its barrels have been meticulously regulated for a shared point of impact, a process requiring extensive range testing and patient file work, ensuring both barrels deliver accuracy measured in inches, not guesswork. Its condition is as new, and it resides in the original maker's oaken leather case. The 24-inch barrels taper with intention, their broad diameter leaving no doubt as to their purpose. The quarter rib with express leaf sights and flip-up night blade evokes bespoke utility at its finest. The walnut stock glows with a hand-rubbed luster, a ribbon grain shifting with the light. Deeply cut checkering follows Holland's classic pattern. The beavertail forearm flows seamlessly into the action, drawing the eye like a visual recoil. The action comes alive in close. Case-coloured, in mottled hues of blue and straw, the lock plates are adorned with tight English scrollwork and hidden dragons, their heads peeking from the steel foliage like guardians of the rifle's soul. The sculpted fences and carved bolsters are muscular, reinforcing the rifle's power. A cheek piece defines the left side of the buttstock. The grip cap, with trapdoor and scrollwork, completes the architecture. While the engraver's name is unrecorded, the hand at work here exhibits a masterful grasp of both symbolism and steel. The dragon motifs in particular tie the rifle to myth rather than mere utility, drawing from Eastern iconography rather than traditional British restraint. The top strap carries stylized flame motifs. The fences erupt with griffins or dragons in deep relief. The belly is engraved with modèle de luxe in a cartouche, an unusual but not unprecedented flourish for a London best, flanked by mirrored scrolls and twin dragons. The guard bow bears a full-bodied dragon with armoured scales and flaring mane, more Eastern than English, and all the more arresting for it. The beavertail forearm features full coverage checkering, its diamond patterns crisp and rhythmic. The walnuts marbling, jet over honey, reinforces the sense of sculpture. A steel escutcheon anchors the underside. The buttstock is pure English elegance, one side clean and uninterrupted, the other with a shadow-lined cheekpiece melting into the shoulder. An oval crest sits behind the grip, the factory leather pad, and engraved studs round out the rear. The trapdoor grip cap is a jewel, an oval medallion of scroll and crowned cartouche, its engraving borders on guilloche. The serrated button operates with mechanical perfection. This is where art meets precision. Fitted in its original Holland Holland oaken leather case, the rifle rests among its tools and accoutrements like a king among advisors. The claret baize interior bears the firm's gilt label from 13 Bruton Street, London. The action rests in a sculpted recess. Accessories, ivory-handled tools, oil bottle, snap caps, patch rod, turn screws, are arranged with ritual precision. This is not packaging, it is a declaration of legacy. Comparable rifles, especially in .577 Nitro Express and Royal Deluxe trim, have fetched between $115,000 and $300,000 plus at auction. Examples engraved by masters like Philippe Griffenay or Geoffroy Gournay on rifles of similar caliber and ambition have reached stratospheric sums. In spirit, this rifle belongs to the lineage of Holland and Holland doubles, commissioned by the Nizam of Hyderabad, the Maharaja of Patiala, and Sir Ranjit Singhji. It echoes the scale, symbolism, and showmanship those figures demanded, and the standards Holland Holland continues to meet in its Royal Deluxe line. Few modern doubles exhibit this degree of polish, mythic visual language, and balance. Fewer still remain as new. This is not a rifle one shoots often. It is one that reminds you with every glance of what it took to make. It is suited not merely for safaris, but for the curated armory, a legacy piece meant to outlive the era that forged it. One can imagine it resting across the knees of a professional hunter in the Zambezi floodplain, silent but sovereign, the kind of rifle that answers the charge not with panic, but with permanence. It may have been born to face down elephants, but its destiny is likely velvet-lined, a weapon suspended between use and reverence. The Holland Holland Royal Deluxe .577 Nitro Express is the final word in dangerous game tradition. It is a rifle for those who could choose anything and chose the best. It is both an end and a beginning, the heirloom of tomorrow, built by the legends of today. To own it is not simply to own a gun. It is to shoulder power, artistry, and inheritance in equal measure, like a sword forged for kings, reborn in steel and smoke. When it speaks, it does so with the voice of the gods and the thunder of kings.